Hi, good morning everyone. Hope you all fit and fine at home and enjoy your work and take care of your younger ones as well as elder ones. Okay, today we are going to start next exercise. In next exercise, your basic topic is perimeter and area of the triangle. Actually, in this area of triangle and perimeter, you very well know that when you add all the three sides of the triangles, so that gives you perimeter of the triangle. But what happened with area? Area is you have to find the inner space covered by three lines. So that we call it the area of the any figure or any figure of the any closed figure. Okay, so here we will discuss first different type of triangles, how you will find the area and how will you find the perimeter. In your exercise, you have to directly apply the formula. Though there is a condition given to you in your book also how we can prove the formula, but there will be no question in your exam how you prove the formula. But I give you the idea how you will find the formula if you forget in your exam. So if you forget in your exam how you identify the formula. So here in this there are five types of basically triangles we are dealing with that. First is your normal triangle when height and measurement of three sides is given to you and height of the triangle is given to you. Second type of triangle is if no height is given to you and all sides of the triangles all of different measurement, so that we call it scalene triangle. Third triangle is when all sides are equal, so in that case how you will find area, perimeter and height. Next, fourth type of triangle is isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle when two sides are equal and one side is base, B is represented as. So how you will find the area in that case and perimeter and height. Next is your last is right angle triangle. Obviously in right angle triangle, if any side is missing, we have option to go with the Pythagoras theorem. So here if you look at the triangle, this is the vertex A that we also call it apex point. This is the area and this is height h that is represented by h. A, B, C are the measurement of the side of the triangle AB, BC and AC. So if this type of triangle when base and height is given, so though it is side is also given, but we don't bother about the sides. We just concentrate on the base value where this height line is touches. That doesn't mean only downward side will be the base. Base can be any, because if suppose if B perpendicular is drawn from the B on C, so that means any perpendicular drawn from the vertex connected with the opposite side, that side considered as base. So in this case, so we have to find the area of the triangle. If we have height and base is given, we can directly go with area is equal to half into base into height, and perimeter is A plus B plus C. You have to add the measurement of all the sides. Next is scalene triangle. But what happen if no height is given and you have different side is given A, B, C? So in that case we will use Heron's formula. Heron's formula said that S is considered as A plus B plus C by 2. That means that is a semi-perimeter. S because 2 times S, so that is a perimeter, that is a sum of all the side of triangle. And if you have to find the area for that, so in Heron's formula, so that is Heron's formula. So S multiply by S minus A multiply by S minus B multiply by S minus C square units, because area always measured in square unit. To find the area, first you have to find the semi-perimeter. S is equal to by adding all the sides and divide by 2. Then whatever you get the S value, that is multiplied by S subtracted from each side is subtracted from S. So you have to multiply all the terms kept under square roots. So that will give you the area if all different side is given and no height is given to you. So that is the formula. In your exercise you have to directly apply the formula here. Next is equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, here this is three sides are equal to each other. So you have to find area. Area is root 3 by 4 a square. Perimeter is when you add all the three sides, that is 3a, and height is root 3 by 2a units. So question is that how I can find area from that. Okay, so if you suppose you forget your formula in the exam, so what you will do, you draw a line here exactly center to BC, like median. You can say that the median of BC, middle point of BC join with A. So that means that length will be A by 2. Okay, so this become right angle triangle. Then you apply Pythagoras theorem to find this height. When you apply Pythagoras theorem to find this height, you will get root 3 by 2a. So when you apply the same formula, half into base into height. So this is base a, this is height root 3 by 2a, then half into, apply same formula here, half into base into height, you will get root 3 by 4 a square. In this way you can easily identify the formula in your exam. I repeat again, if you have equilateral triangle is given to you, you mark the BC, middle point of BC, join the vertex with BC, and this side will be taken as half of A, half of the side, and by Pythagoras theorem, when you find this perpendicular, like Pythagoras theorem is hypotenuse square plus base square plus perpendicular square. When you extract the value from the formula perpendicular square, so that gives you root 3 by 2a. And after getting this height value, you have base a is there, then if you apply again this formula, half into base into height. Actually basic formula of any triangle is half into base into height. So when you apply formula, same formula here, half into base into height, you will get root 3 by 4 a square. So that is your area of the equilateral triangle. So that's why it will get. Next is here also isosceles triangle. Two sides are same, but this is different, and area is b by 4 root 4a square minus b square. Actually in this case concept is same. What we have done in this third step to identify the formula here. If you have to find the height of this one, okay, so formula ultimately same, half into base into height. Okay, so half into base into height. So when you go with half into base into height, so here if you get half of this become b by 2. Okay, so again when you apply Pythagoras theorem, so that become a square minus b square, b by 2 whole square root. When you solve that one, that gives you 1 by 2 4a square minus b square. So that is a height. This way, if you forget in the exam, by Pythagoras theorem making a right angle triangle, you will find the value formula of the height. So that is 4a square minus b square. And if you have to find the area, simply basic formula, half into base into height. Base is b, half, and already 1 by 2 is there, that becomes b by 4, and this is height 4a square minus b square root. So that is a isosceles triangle area formula, and perimeter is you have to add the sides. Now come to third, right angle triangle. If it is a right angle triangle, so always there will be a right angle opposite to that right angle. So this line we call it hypotenuse. Any of among these, either A or either B, you can count anyone as base and anyone as perpendicular. If you consider this as base, this will be perpendicular. If you consider this as base, this will be your perpendicular. Formula is same, half into base into height, half into base into height. If I consider this as base and this is height, so that will be same, half into a into b. Perimeter is a plus b plus c. If any side is missing in this Pythagoras theorem, suppose they have to find you as that you have to find the perimeter of this triangle. So if any side is missing by Pythagoras theorem, you find the third side, like in here and like in here. So that is, here you have to find the height, here you have also find the hypotenuse. Now in your first question is, you have to find the area of an equilateral triangle with side 8 centimeter. Okay, so if you have side of equilateral triangle is given 8 centimeter, I can directly apply the formula for area. I just show you that formula. A is equal to root 3 by 4 a square. So when you apply a value 8 into 8, so by calculating that give me 16 root 3 centimeter square, because area measured in square unit. Next question is, if base of an isosceles triangle is 12 centimeter and its perimeter is 38 centimeter, find the area of the triangle. If base of an isosceles triangle, if this is my isosceles triangle, base is given 12 centimeter, I have to find first this missing sides, then I have to find the area of the triangle. So for finding missing sides, we have perimeter is given, that is 38 centimeter in my question. So perimeter is equal to 2 times a plus b, addition of all the sides a plus b. So here when I apply b value and perimeter value, then 38 minus 12 is equal to 2a, that gives me 26 centimeter, and when 26 divided by 2, so that gives me 13 centimeter as side. So that means this side is 13 centimeter, this side is also 13 centimeter. Now we have to find the area. Area of isosceles triangle, we just found that b by 4, 4a square minus b square, square root. A value is 13, 4 into 13 whole square minus 12 square. After calculating, instead of I calculating, I just try to take it common, so that will be easier my calculation. So my answer is 6 root 133 centimeter square. Next is, you have different figure is given to you. You have to find the perimeter and area in this different type of triangle. First triangle is your A. So I will first with like second triangle, this one, second triangle. Here it is given your right angle triangle. If this type of triangle is there, this is your right angle triangle. Here base is 12 centimeter and perpendicular is 5 centimeter. Then yeah, first I have to find for perimeter is AC. Because area we no need of this hypotenuse, I can just directly half into base into height. 12 into 15, that give me 30 centimeter. But for the perimeter I need the third side. For that I go with the Pythagoras theorem to find the third side. Pythagoras theorem said that hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Perpendicular value is 5 square, base is 12 square. 25 plus 144 give me 169. So that means AC square is equal to 169. AC is equal to root 169, that gives me 13 centimeter. Now after finding the missing side AC, now I can easily find the perimeter of the triangle. Already I have given AB and BC 5 plus 12, and AC I just found, that is 13 centimeter. So by adding I will get 30 centimeter is my perimeter of the triangle. Now next one more triangle, that is also a right angle triangle. Here base is missing. You have this perpendicular is given and hypotenuse given. But if I have to find the area either in perimeter, I need measurement of this side. So what I will do, I go with the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem that hypotenuse curve, any line opposite to 90-degree angle, this we consider as hypotenuse square. That is hypotenuse PR square is equal to perpendicular square PQ square plus QR square. So when I apply it here, PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square, 41 square plus 9 square plus QR square. So that gives me 41 square is 1681, 9 square 81, subtracted from 1681 when move on another side, that give me 1600 QR square. When you taking square root on both sides, square root of 1600 is equal to 40 centimeter. Now I found the value of this, so that is 40 centimeter. I found this one. After getting this value, first I have to find the area of the triangle. Half into base into perpendicular, 40 into 9, so that gives a 180 centimeter square. Area is measured in square centimeter. Next is perimeter. Perimeter of triangle is, you have to add the measurement of all three sides, PQ plus QR plus PR. 9 plus 40 plus 41 give me 90 centimeter is my perimeter. Now my third triangle is this way. So DE and EF, I consider that this is isosceles triangle. height and base is given to you. If height and base, I can go with directly with the formula of half into base into height. So that is 4 into 6 into 12. But I need this also to find the perimeter. For perimeter of because I have to find area and perimeter of this triangle. So for both cases, area I no need of this side because I already found the area by half into base into height. But for that, if I have to find the side of this triangle, okay, so what I will do, I just keep that area, because area doesn't matter which way you have to found, so that will be keep as the area of that triangle. You have number of formulas, because I found this area according to the half into base into height, but I use this area in the actual formula of area of isosceles triangle to find the missing value of these equal sides. So area of isosceles triangle is b by 4, 4a square minus b square square root. So I already found the area of isosceles triangle, that is 12 centimeter square. Compare with each other. So here first 6 by 4 goes on other side, 6 cross multiply, divide by 12 divide by 6, and 4 is multiply by 12. Only 4a square minus, in place of b I have b value is 6. So this is base value. So I replace the base value is 6. So that gives me 8 is equal to 4a square minus 6 square is 36. Now squaring both sides to remove this square root. So this square root will be removed. 8 square is 64. 6 square is 36. 64 plus 36 give me 100, and 4 move on other side, cross multiply, 100 divided by 4 give me 25, and when I take the square root of 25 give me 5 centimeters. So side I found that this is 5 centimeter. So if now next step is I have to find the perimeter. If this is 5, this is 5, this is 6, then my perimeter is 6 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 16 centimeter. Thank you. Have a nice